In its 11th year, this is GabNet. Talk like you've never heard it before.
Bennett, that's me. Ladies and gentlemen, you know, the West Coast is full of wonderful things that I would like to visit, and one of the ones I would like to visit is the gentleman here, Larry Bubbles Brown. Hello, Larry.
Hello, Alex.
How you doing?
Good, good. Been a while.
Yeah? What's all that crackling we're getting?
I'm hearing a little crackling, too. It could be my landline.
Oh, really? Yes, your landline. Yeah. Folks, Larry Bubbles Brown refuses to get a really good smartphone.
Well, they're not very good for calls either, so.
Well, I mean, we could do it. You know, we could do a little, of that. You know, if you had a cell phone that was usable, we could talk to you and it would sound just great. Where did you manage to get? Let me ask you this: where did you manage to get a flip phone in this day and age? I mean, do they even have them anymore?
They came back, yeah.
What do you mean they came back?
For some reason, people started wanting them again, and T-Mobile had them. So.
Really?
Yeah.
So the new one you got, is it better than the old one?
It's good for calls, yeah.
I mean, is it, as a phone, is it better and more advanced than the other flip phone you had?
It's about the same.
About the same, okay.
Yeah.
All right, okay. Anyway, so how you been doing?
Okay.
Really?
Struggling through, yeah, it's just, what was going on here? There's nothing fun's going on.
Nothing fun is going on.
No.
You haven't done anything fun. What do you do with your average day? Well, you run, right?
Yes.
You still run to this day.
I don't know why. I think it's beating the hell out of my body at this point.
What time? How many days a week you do that?
Every other day, 6 miles.
Every other day, 6 miles. And what is your path that you take? You go down to the...
I go up to the Golden Gate Bridge, Fort Mason, around there.
Yeah, that's what I used to do with my bicycle.
Really?
Yeah.
I remember you had a bike, yes.
Yeah, I used to go up to Fort Mason and up to the bridge. Fort Mason is really the beginning of the bridge. It's where Kim Novak jumped into the water in Vertigo.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I would turn around and go back, and I did great, and I used to do that almost every day. And you say, well, what happened? What happened? My bike got stolen.
Really?
Yeah, so I went and got another bike. But that one didn't feel as good. You know, a bike has to have a certain feeling where you feel real comfortable on it because you're going, you know, as you say, about 6 miles every day, and you want to feel comfortable. And the new one just didn't feel comfortable. I couldn't even balance well on it. And I don't know why, because I was great with the other bike. I bought almost the same kind of bike, you know. And then you remember I had this guy, the Vermont Teddy Bear guy? The Vermont Teddy Bear company that we used to advertise.
Oh, yeah, they're a big sponsor.
Yeah. Well, he sold the company. And then he went and he built the Chicago Bicycle Company, I think it was called. And he built what was, you know, the old style bike, you know, like the Schwinn.
The Schwinn, yeah.
With a slightly wider,
sturdy.
wider tires and so on and so forth. And he gave me one of those, sent me one. Here, Alex, have my new bicycle. So I tried it, and it was nice. It was just wonderful. It was a sweet little bike, but I just couldn't get used to using it. It just was too bulky, you know? But it was a nice bike. It was a nice retro bike, okay? And it was nice that somebody was making them. So Anyway,
Yeah.
that was my exercise, and I did. When I had that bike, I did literally every day. I would get on the bike and force myself to go out to Fort Mason and back. So,
And then you got bored.
and then I got bored.
Yeah.
And I probably could bicycle it faster than you could run it. So yeah, it was nice. It was really nice.
Who was the? I think of your sponsors. There was a guy that had a beer.
A beer. That was Sam Adams, was it?
That was it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he was on the show one day.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think there was something odd about him, but I can't remember what it was.
I gotta remember what was unusual about him.
Like he'd never had a girlfriend, and he was like in his 40s, and he finally got one or something.
I don't know. I don't remember any of that. All I remember is him coming down and doing the show.
Yeah.
And of course, the Vermont Teddy Bear, I used to advertise them. And we sold a lot of Vermont Teddy Bears. It was amazing. In fact, Howard Stern had Vermont Teddy Bears and advertised. We did the same thing, live spots nationally. And I sold more than he did.
Really?
Yes. I think it was my pitch. I think it went something like a Vermont Teddy Bear, when you want to tell your girlfriend, I'm sorry I had sex with your best friend.
Well, that would sell them.
That would definitely. We sold them like crazy because we kidded them. We had fun with them. Some advertisers were smart enough to know that if I played with the ad and I kind of kidded about the sponsor himself, that they would sell more stuff. And the reason is that people then say, well, they're advertising again today. I guess they've got a good sense of humor. So
Didn't Jack Benny do that?
did he? I don't remember. I don't think.
I thought he was the first one that would kid his sponsors. Yeah.
No, I don't think he never did the commercials. Don Wilson would do the commercials. Now, who was it that kidded his sponsors a lot?
There was somebody that did it. I forget who.
There was a guy, and people don't remember this name. Maybe you do. Henry Morgan.
He was a game show panelist.
Well, that's what you know him as, but prior to that, he had been a radio comedian. And he had advertisers, and I think in one case there was an advertiser, I can't remember who it was, and he said, I wouldn't be caught dead in this stuff. And that was it. They canceled. That was more than they could take. Oh, anyway.
Henry Morgan. So how did he? Well, he was a radio personality.
Actually, are you ready for this? You know who his godchild is, or was, because he's dead?
No.
David Feldman.
Oh my God. Jesus,
Because
really?
Henry Morgan had been a constant guest on things like What's My Line and I've Got a Secret and so on, which Charles Feldman helped produce. And he became good friends with Henry Morgan. And when he had a kid, Henry Morgan became David Feldman's godfather.
That's bizarre.
See? So I'm telling people a lot of trivia here they really don't care about, But so that was good, that was a little piece of trivia you probably didn't know.
I did not know that.
I'm
no.
just proud of you for knowing who Henry Morgan was.
Well, I remember him, but he was on on What's My Line and those shows. Yeah.
He was known on radio as being a rather snarky broadcaster, and his sense of humor was a little bizarre, And he was very, very popular on radio.
Really? Wow.
Yes. And I listened to him all the time. My parents loved him. They just thought he was the greatest. When television came along, he was on game shows. He was always funny. He could always give a funny thing to say. You know what I was watching, and I get them on YouTube, but you wouldn't know what YouTube is because you don't go to the internet.
I do it for a while.
You're on YouTube, for crying out loud.
Well, probably everything is, right?
Yeah, no, but you are all your Letterman appearances.
Jesus.
Yeah, all of them. It takes 10 minutes to play them.
Good God. All two.
In case people who just joined us don't know what we're talking about, Bubbles holds a record, I think, for doing the Letterman show, being asked back. You were asked to come back, right?
Longest time between appearances.
The longest time between appearances. How long was that? 20 years?
20 years. 21.
21 years between appearances. And in both cases, you were terrific. What did they say after you did the second one? Do they have any comments?
The second one, they really liked me, but I think I was. It was just like they didn't like, the networks didn't like anyone that was unknown over 35. So.
What?
Yeah.
Anyone that was unknown over 35.
Yeah.
Couldn't come on that show as a comedian?
That was pretty much the network's policy. Yeah.
Yeah, but Dave didn't follow network policy.
It's true.
You know, he could tell the network to go screw themselves, you know? Really? I mean, what the hell? So they didn't, were there any notes on you? They thought you did a good job?
They sent me a letter saying, great job, blah, 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 but it didn't say, we want to have you back.
Yeah. Wow. Where did you find out that it was the network?
Somebody that worked at the show told me that they said, yeah, the network is, all the networks are just like, it's all geared towards youth, and if you're over, you can be on if you're over 35 if you're famous, but...
Yeah. Wow, that's terrible. That's just
terrible.
It
is kind of it's amazing how open they are about the age discrimination.
You know what's really funny? You're right about that. You know, I've argued that for years. That
I mean, if they'd said, we'd like to have you on, but you're black, you know.
Yeah. And they didn't know you were black. So
they wouldn't have gotten away with that.
Yeah, you've been getting away for years as being white. But no, it really was just terrible that they had that attitude. But yet, it's funny, they've always had an attitude about older people.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I'm virtually unhireable. You know, hey, I'm 85 years old. You want me? Well, you're a real pro. You know.
Yeah. You could do the job, but you can't get work.
Yeah, exactly. And especially in radio, it should only matter if you can do the job. I mean, a lot of people say I sound a lot like I sounded 30 years ago. You know,
You said exactly the same.
That you'd have a hard time figuring out how old I was if I didn't tell you.
Right.
You know, I've never hidden my age, however. But then again, I don't figure I'm going to get hired by anybody. So, you know. I mean, I remember working. I kind of did a job at one station as kind of an audition. And after it was over, the guy who recommended me for it said, what do you think? And they said, oh, he's a real pro. Well, I don't want to be a real pro. I want to be hired. Okay? Yeah. You know. So, I mean, do you find now with clubs that you get shut out because you're older?
You definitely get shut out of the clubs, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Why don't you just tell them you're 20 years younger? Well, I guess you can't get away with that.
Can't get away with that.
Really? Oh, okay. I don't know what I can get away with. Maybe I could say I was 80, you know. But,
well, I think the history of entertainment has always been geared towards youth, hasn't it?
You know something? When I was growing up, and I was a kid, and it was at a time, it was the 1940s, entertainment was actually geared towards adults. You know, they didn't think about, hey, are the teenagers listening? And, you know, they shouldn't, what I would do if I were an advertiser is say, you put me on anything, just don't put me somewhere where there are a lot of teenagers listening. Because teenagers don't have as much disposable income as say, look, I'm 85. I've got tons of disposable income. All right? It's kind of like in my old age, I can't keep it from coming. You know, I got a bequeath from the Shecky, right? And then my wife is selling her apartment. That's going to put another $300,000 in our coffers. We got more money than we know what to do with this at this point. Except give it all to you, which
why is she selling it? She's selling her apartment? Wow.
Well, you know what? She has an apartment, and about every 2 years, somebody's lease comes up, and either they renew it or they don't. If they don't, she has to spend a ton of money having the apartment painted and fixed up and so on from the people living there. And then she rents it to somebody else for another 2 years, and then another 2 years later, she's got to do all that fixing up again. And she just got exhausted from having to do this. So she just wanted to sell it, get rid of it. And she's making, you know, she bought it for like $125,000, and I think she's going to get almost $400,000 for it now. So
it's in New York?
It's in New York, yeah.
Oh, that sounds cheap for New York.
Well, it's a rather smallish one-bedroom apartment, okay? If it were larger, I think it would be worth considerably more. But it's a small apartment, and she asked her rental agent, what can I get for it? And she said, you can probably put it up for $400,000. And she got, I think, $375,000. So, you know. And it's just, I mean, it's exhausting for her, and why should she keep doing it? We're never going to move into that apartment. You know, we're never going to need it, not at the rent I'm paying here. This is the place we're never leaving.
I know. Yeah. You have the best rent deal in the country.
I think we have the best rent deal, at least in New York.
It's got to be. It's
and I don't know where you would go to pay that kind of rent, but it is. And it went to court any number of times. I mean, they appealed it, they appealed the appeal, they did all of that, and all of them turned them down. And the rent had to stay what it was, what the judge said it should be. And folks, it's the cheapest rent literally in New York. I'll tell you what it is. I love saying it, $540 a month.
Oh my God!
For a 2,500 square feet apartment.
Jesus.
You know, if you ever traveled and came to New York, I'd have you come up here. You'd be amazed by the place we're renting. But, you know, it took a judge determined that it had to be rolled back to whatever the rent was in 2003, I think, is what I'm thinking of. And the last rent at that time was $500.07, I think. And he had to, that's all he could charge us, rent for the apartment. And that's into forever. You know, it just keeps going up when, you know, there are raises every 2 years and so on and so forth. But still, even if it goes up, it's not going to break our backs at all. So we're staying here forever, you know.
And the landlord stopped harassing you?
Yes. We fought for quite a while for them. Every month they put a thing under our door which said how much rent we owed, and it had like 2,000 something, some odd. And then every year they have to send us a thing about a renewal of the lease or the lease and what it is these days. And for a while they were keeping it like in the 2000s or whatever, and still letting us get away with paying the $500 some odd dollars. And but they kept refusing to recognize it. Finally, one day they just said, "Ah, to hell with it," and we get a thing now slipped under our door every month that basically is for $540. I think it is now.
Oh, that's great.
So you know, I mean, but that took so long to happen. You know, we had to fight, just completely go at them and say, you know, we can't sign this lease. They want us to sign. We signed a lease, okay, at that amount of money, and when you re-up it every 4 years, it's got to be based on the original lease, which in our case was the one for $500. And they kept sending it for more money than that, you know. But we signed it, and they signed it too, so we had a lease. And finally, they gave up. Finally, they've given in. They figure, well, they're old enough, they'll be dying soon, and we'll get the apartment back, and then we'll paint it and do some restorations or do something. And we'll raise the rent to like $7,000 a month.
Yeah, I wonder what they could get for it.
It's about $7,000 a month.
Really?
For this apartment, yes. There are other apartments in the building being charged $7,000 a month. And yeah, the one right next to us here on the other side of the wall from this studio, I know he's paying $7,000 a month. But that's what they could get, I think, because we've got a great view too. We got the best view in the building. You look out our window; it's the whole skyline of New York. You know, so yeah. I don't want to brag, but try and find a cheaper rent in New York City.
And it's quiet.
Where the average one-bedroom apartment, what do you think it's going for now?
I would guess 330 or 4.
Try $5,000 a month
For a one bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
For a one bedroom. So I mean, it can get pretty. The current guy is running for mayor, Mondami, wants to do a thing where they can't raise the rent anymore for a while. He doesn't, because rentals are just chasing people out of the city. Nobody wants to live here anymore. You know?
I don't see how there can be that many people with that much money.
Well, I mean, would you want to move to New York and have to pay $5,000 a month rent? Could you even come up with it?
I couldn't do that.
No. And I could, but I don't want to. You know, I'd probably wind up moving out of the city up to Westchester, someplace like that, where I can get a cheaper place to live and probably be living out in the country with woods and squirrels and stuff like that, you know. And there's nothing like living with squirrels, I got to tell you. I love living with squirrels. They're terrific. They're the best. But, you know, so, I mean, how much are you paying for rent in your place? And you've been there for how long, 30 years?
Yeah, so I'm up to
So when you first moved in, how much was the rent?
It's $250.
$250. Okay.
And at the time, you could get, there were a lot of studios in San Francisco for $250.
Yours is a studio apartment.
Yeah, it's really small. So.
Okay. So now how much are you paying now, 30 years later?
Now it's about 3 times that. So.
Okay, it's about $900, right?
But 7 something. But
7 something. That's pretty good, you know?
But I did have a garage space added to that a few years ago, so that would be, the garage is probably $200 a month, so it would be, I'd be paying about what you are if I didn't have the garage.
Oh, okay. All right. So my question is, are you, well, of course you're happy in that apartment, and they probably wish you would die because they could probably get more for it, I would imagine.
No, the building's been sold so many times. I think the new owners don't even care. There's 3 people in the building that were here long before I was. And they're paying less than I am. So.
Wow. Why would you even buy that place in order to rent it out? You know, because none of those people are going to be paying the kind of rent that that you'd like to charge.
Well, I guess they make so much money in the other units they can do it. So.
Well, you're in a studio, and all the other apartments are what, 1 bedroom?
There's 12 units. 6 are studios, 6 are 1 bedrooms.
Anything larger than that?
That's it.
That's it. Yeah. Well, I lived in a 1-bedroom apartment down in the marina. You remember that place?
Yeah, you had a nice one there.
Yeah. Well, one of the apartments ran me I think $1,600 a month, and the other one when I moved into it cost me more. So between the two apartments, I was paying $3,500 a month. But I had
Wow.
two apartments.
Yeah, and they're right next to each other.
They're
right?
right across from each other.
Across from
There
each
was like a what do you call it? Fire escape, kind of a fire escape, and they just walk across, and there was the other apartment. You go in through the kitchen, you know. So some days both doors were open. I just go back and forth between them. One I used as an office, and one I used as a living space.
You could write the office off.
Oh, I can write the office off, absolutely. I can write both of them off, actually, in some ways, depending how much I did in each. But anyway, hey, listen, we've run out of time here, Larry.
We have.
Nice talking rentals with you.
Yes, Randall.
Larry Bubbles Brown, ladies and gentlemen, he'll be back next week. I can
Next
guarantee it. Bye-bye.
All right.
Now, in its 11th year, this is Gabnet. Talk like you've never heard it before.
And there was Larry Bubbles. Yes, Larry Bubbles. Mr. Brown. Mr. Larry Bubbles Brown. Yes. Okay. Anyway, it's good. I love him. Anyway, let's see here. We got two people waiting. Let me for a moment, let me put this up here so I see what they look like. Actually, we got three people waiting. Okay. We'll let them on and see what happens here tonight. Who knows what we'll get as time goes on. Anyway, let me see here. I got to figure out what to do here. What am I? Oh, okay. Admit all. There we go. Okay, and okay. There we are. There's Jeff. I think you're okay, Jeff.
I am here.
No. What?
Yep.
Wait a minute. Hold on a second. I got my.
I'm here.
You got your sound is up too high.
Really?
It's too high. It's just distorted and it's too high.
I hear I'm fine. How's that better?
Yeah, it sounds good over here too.
Wait a minute. Hold on a second. What's happening here? Well, all you people are very loud.
Okay. It's your end then.
It's on your end, yeah.
It's on my end, and I have no idea. Hold on a second.
You're fine, Jeff.
Everybody shut up for a second, okay? While I try and turn this down. Okay, talk to me now.
Hello.
Hello.
Huh?
Check 1 2. Check 1 2.
Okay, that's fine.
Jeff,
I had it turned up too high here. Okay, talk now.
Hello.
Jeff Stein.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. Yeah,
He tried to blame you, Jeff. It's all your fault.
That's all right.
yeah. Let me just bring this down just a little more. Okay.
How about that? Is that better? Hello, hello, hello.
Yeah,
Check
that's
1
much.
2. Hello, hello.
Yeah, it's much better now.
Okay.
Let me see here. Then when I turn that off, and then talk to me. Talk to me.
Mary had a little lamb.
We were just messing with you.
Okay, there we go.
He
Okay.
muted everything. Nothing.
I didn't mute everything. No, I was fooling around with the volume earlier, and I guess I made it so it was too loud. So, what the hell? My fault. Okay.
Oh, good now.
Oh, good now.
We're going to keep you.
Yeah. All righty. Hello to Jeff, and hello to Kevin, and then hello to Al.
Hello to Alex.
Hello. Thank you very much.
Yeah, hello to Alex.
So we went off and we made our will today. We already had a will. We needed one updated, improved. So
Did you guys get a trust? I'm assuming you had a trust.
no, we had a will.
Just a will. Okay,
Yeah,
no
but
trust.
we're going to a trust.
Trust is good because included in it is usually a medical durable power of attorney, meaning that if something happens to you or to Marjorie, you can speak for that person in a medical
Yes,
setting.
we
with
know
all
that.
the-
We were informed that today. Oh, yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
That's one of the nice things about why you're still alive, that it makes sense.
Yeah, no, no. There were a whole bunch of different things about
Yes.
with our what our stocks and so on. We
That's
have to
right.
change them to a revocable trust.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, which is a
Everything.
very simple thing, just one little
Yep.
change, and then that will prevent a what do they call it,
Probate.
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 Yeah,
Probate.
Yep.
it'll prevent probate. And since most of our money is going to St. Jude's, what's left over? I know, any of you so poor you need it?
No, you're sending it to St. Jew?
The St. Jude's. Yeah, and we have a couple of people we're giving it off to as well.
Good. It's good.
They don't know about it, but they'll
Hope-
be pleased with our death once they find out.
Hopefully you will not have a lot of, I mean, ideally, I would like to leave this world with as much as I came into it with. I'd like to spend my money and enjoy it while I'm still alive.
Well, we're going to spend the money, so I don't know how much is going to be left, but we're going to spend the money.
That's good. Good, you should.
We got a lot of money, so I mean, we're taking this one trip. It's going to cost us over $25,000
Nice.
because we're
Keep the
going.
economy going.
Huh?
It's good. You keep the economy going.
No, I keep somebody else's economy going. I'm going to be in Greece, so
Good.
Gee, do I have to pay any tariffs on that? What do I
Probably.
have to do?
Probably, yeah. No,
Probably have to play. What are those transient taxes when you go into certain places now?
Oh boy, yeah. Well,
That's one reason we're not going to Italy.
really.
Too much money.
What happened?
Costs.
What do you mean transient? What is that you're talking about?
Well, when you go into certain countries now, they're charging you to go into the country if you're from U.S. Well, that's nothing new. I mean, it's been going on for a few years, I think.
What do you mean they charge you for going into the country? In other words, I want to go into
It's
Italy.
like there'll be another column on your ticket for your airplane. Transient tax.
Oh, okay. So that's included in the airfare.
I think so. I think they put it on your airfare.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Wow.
I don't think they collected like a toll when you're going through the customs or anything.
Well, I just heard something.
Certain countries, not all of them. Certain
Yeah.
countries. I think Italy is one. I think Germany might be another one. London. And I can't remember the other ones because those are all the ones that we were talking about going to.
Well, I never had that problem when we went to France.
Yeah, well, maybe they don't do it. Or
Yeah.
you didn't notice it.
Or maybe it was just transparent or something.
Yeah.
But anyway. So, we, what was that I was going to say? Yeah, so, we're gonna take the vacation, and we're getting ourselves we're getting ourselves a suite on the boat instead of just a cabin, because we understand that there's a lot of room there, So we would like a lot of room, because we might not even want to get off the boat at certain points. So we want a room that's big enough that we really enjoy just hanging out in it, So
Yeah.
and I mean, once we've done this, then we know how to do things on cruises, and it could very well be all we want is a cabin, But for the time being, let's go all the way. And in flying, we're going to go this what do you call premium economy, which is pretty expensive actually. It's
You're going to Athens?
huh? Yeah.
Greece
Yeah.
tourist tax is based on hotel star rating or the number of rooms rented, ranging from 50 cents euro to $4 a day. So it's, some of them are bigger, some
That's
of them are
just a
less.
small tax, is what it is. Yeah, it's just that.
They're at 5% in Germany, 20 to 4 euros in France. You probably paid it and you didn't even know it was so small.
Probably.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that's probably added on to what we were doing, and they just
Czech Republic is $1 a night per person.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I wouldn't go there in that case.
Croatia $1.40 per night per day. Bulgaria, Belgium, $2.39, $3.02 for Austria. That's all euros.
Would you think that countries would want to not do that and encourage people to come to the country and spend their money?
No, a lot of even cities now are starting to charge transient taxes. They put it on your hotel bill. They did it here. We've got like 4 hotels in this town. So they're putting transient taxes on those. And that's how they subsidize other things, I guess, with it.
But I don't get it. I mean, people are coming and spending their money.
Yeah.
I know.
And
Strange.
they're also giving it to you to stay there.
Oh boy. Well,
Any way you can get it.
any way you can get it.
I had to the last time I was in New York in 1999 to stay in this hotel in Midtown. I had to spend a fee to stay there to be able to use the pool and the gym equipment.
Yeah, the
but I had
resort
no
fee.
intention of being in either room.
It's a resort fee, and those are negotiable with some hotels. You can tell them, I'm not going to use it. Take it off my bill. And some of them will take it off, but others will say
I
no.
talked to the manager and they cut it in half. $20 a day was nothing. Nowadays it's 40 or 50.
Yeah.
It was at a Hyatt or something like that.
Yeah.
It was a nice hotel.
Yeah, they call it the resort fees.
This is all getting terrible. I mean, I hate to say this. I hate to pull this old bit that old men say. What's on your TV in back of you, Jeff? You probably should turn it off, or they'll try and charge us for using the video.
Looks like HGTV.
That's a wife behind there.
Oh, okay. Well, okay, we can't really see it that much anyway, and screw them anyway.
Yeah.
If they want my money, what the hell? Anyway, so
Charge her extra.
well, I mean, I just I'm getting I hate to say, when I was a kid, we didn't have all this crap.
No,
know?
but
Back
we're
in the
being
day.
nickel and dime now over every little thing.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
I'm waiting for Motel 6 to start charging a luxury fee or something.
Well, Motel 6 will just leave the light off if you don't pay for it.
That's
so.
right.
Well, it used to be $60 for Motel 6, and it's nowhere near that anymore.
Nope.
How many days are you going to be on your vacation?
I think we're leaving. Where is it? I had it somewhere here. We're leaving on the supposedly, if all plans are as they're supposed to be, on September 19th, and we'll be returning October 2nd. So that's
It's about 2 weeks.
It's about 2 weeks. Yeah. The only thing is that she wants to have us, on leaving, go to LaGuardia and take it to Chicago, and then take it to Athens. And that makes no sense to me. What? There are no planes leaving from New York to Athens?
Maybe you can get a cheaper one if you went to Phoenix, Arizona first, and then.
Oh, this is not cheap. This is going to be $5,100 per person.
round trip.
No, round trip, yeah.
And this is business class.
This is a premium economy. I don't know if you're aware of premium economy.
Yeah. Last time I flew, it was 3 classes. Coach,
Well, now
business class, and first class.
I don't think there is. I don't know if there's a first class anymore. It says economy, premium economy, and business.
Wow.
Now there may still be one more, but
Well, I
anyway,
haven't.
yeah. Go ahead.
Depends on what size jet you're going. You go wide body, I'm sure. And so, you didn't say anything about first class.
Yeah, I just don't know why she told us that we had to take that. My business manager said the same thing. Said you can go right online now and say, is there a plane that leaves New York or New York vicinity for Athens nonstop? And they'll say, yeah, sure. Which one do you want?
That's right.
So I don't know why she's doing
And maybe
that.
for the same money, you can fly business class.
No, business is 9,000
Wow.
per person.
No, the last time I flew, I guess the last time I flew cross country to Chicago, I flew business class because I'm too fat to fit in the coach seats. This goes back 8 or 9 years ago.
Yeah, well, then
And
it
there
was
was
cheaper.
nobody in first class, so they asked me if I wanted to be moved to first class, and I said, "Will it cost me anything more?" Nope. But you get a lot better service. You get French champagne. I'm like, I'm there, and it was nice. But the price they want for first class to fly across the country used to be like, $15,000. I mean, you're in the plane 5 hours. I mean, so
Well, in this case, we're going to be in the plane a lot longer.
absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
Marjorie wants it. I would go economy and suffer it for the, I don't know, 8 hours or something. It doesn't matter to me. But she goes, oh, my back's going to hurt me and so on. I said, is your back worth $3,000 more a ticket? And she said, yeah. Okay, well, then we'll do it. I mean, we have the money, so we can do it. It's the first time in our lives we can say that. And who knows if this is just one trip we're going to take or the last trip we ever take. So let's do it the best way possible,
Yep. Why not?
and if I mean, I don't like having to pay that amount. I mean, I think what travel fares are now, at least plane fares. I mean, I remember you used to take business, and a flight like this would be $1,300 round trip, But that's not the case anymore. So, what the hell? Do you care? I don't care. But anyway, where is everybody this week? There was hardly anybody here last night. There's hardly anybody here tonight. What's this about? Have we suddenly become so unpopular that it's this kind of turnout? I mean, I don't like more than about 9 people, 10 people. Maybe I could accommodate 12. But I certainly don't like just having 4 when one of them is me. Where are you going, Alan? All of a sudden, Alan disappeared on us.
I
Maybe
missed
answer the phone
last
call.
night.
Huh?
I fell asleep last night, so
So you didn't call?
no, I did. I fell asleep.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. So anyway, what I'm disappointed with, I don't know, what happened to Alan? Why didn't he just say goodbye? He was signing off for a second here, But to ask consideration by Alan is asking for too much. Anyway, the big story tonight is, once again, I'm just ashamed that my name and my faith has to be associated with Israel. You know what they voted? What they voted on tonight?
No.
That Israel was going to take over the Gaza Strip.
Really?
They were going to start occupying it. I'm sorry, isn't that an expansionist move? I mean, didn't whoever did it gave the Gaza Strip to the Palestinians at one point, or to the Gazans? And the idea was that was not going to be Israel, and now all of a sudden it's going to be part of Israel. I am just, it does not make me feel good to be a Jew. How do you feel, Jeff? Doesn't that bother you? What happened to your?
He went to mute.
Oh,
There you go.
I won't go there anymore. I mean, not right now. It's just too dangerous
yeah.
and crazy.
I don't know that it's dangerous as much as it is. You just don't want people looking funny at you, okay? You know, it's a terrible thing that's happened.
It's got to have something to do with Trump. Maybe he's going to open his Riviera,
Yeah, that's possible.
which is a bunch of bullshit, if that's what's going on. But
yeah,
that's a far reach, I think. I mean, but that's been going on for years and years and years and years.
yeah.
Well, the guy who is the president of Israel is a Trump equivalent.
Yeah.
Well, he's equivalent in more than one way. It was a fact that if Trump didn't become president, he would have wound up in jail. Okay? And if Netanyahu doesn't keep that job, he's going to wind, as long as he's keeping that job, he is not being thrown in jail. He's going to be once, you know. So, I mean, that's where the similarity is between the two. So he has every reason to keep the hostilities going with Gaza because that keeps him from getting convicted of anything. Because in fact, the trial against him is still going on, but it's been paused because, you know, he's the prime minister of Israel. So.
Sounds familiar, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does. It really does.
So they also have this religious group, the Orthodox Israelis,
Yeah.
are not going to go into the military.
Well, yeah, they don't go into the military, do they?
That's right.
Every Israeli, for a certain part of their life, has to be in the military. It's a couple of years, something like that. But if you're a very heavy Jew, Hasidic, I think, you don't have to serve in the military. What's that? Yeah.
Is that a religious out?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
And guess who also supports the president? The same group.
Oh, yeah. Oh, of course. Of course. But, I mean, Netanyahu is a horrible, horrible person. By the way, did anybody see South Park this week?
I saw the last 10 minutes of it. I woke up and saw it on TV.
Yeah.
When, I know it was a good one.
J.D. Vance is part of it. And
Yeah,
Christy
so
Nome,
was, what's her name?
Christy
right?
Nome is a major part of it.
Yeah.
But her face is so filled with Botox, it keeps falling off.
So scared her.
Yeah. But it was very funny. But, you know, it's just, I think it's terrible. I just think it's terrible. And, you know, I don't know how I'm going to be treated in Europe, you know. We're going into Turkey. What's that going to be like? You know.
You're going to go to Turkey?
Well, we're going to be in Istanbul.
Oh.
Yeah.
That would be, I don't know. I wouldn't go there.
Well,
Sorry.
well, I don't think it's that bad, you know. I mean, we're tourists. They don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're the tourist. A lot of people are broke there, and you're the tourist with all the money.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Yeah.
although I may not get off the boat there, but, you know, whatever.
Don't pull out your cell phone.
Yeah.
We're going to a couple of Greek islands.
Nice.
Santorini, Mykonos. You know, I don't know how they're going to spend a week doing all of this, but, you know, apparently we pull into one place and stay there for a couple of days. I don't know.
It depends on how much you're. I mean, you know, you're gonna fly back. It takes 2 days to be on a boat and leave New York, and 2 days to get back in a boat. But in a plane, that doesn't. So you'll probably have a lot of time.
What are you saying? It takes 2 days to get on a boat?
So you're flying there back and forth, which is nice. The last cruise I went on was bought by my roommate to Alaska, and we left San Francisco by boat, and we went to Alaska. We had 3 days, 2.5 days at sea. And fortunately, he got a patio thing that you could sit out there and watch the ocean go by.
Well, terrace.
But I would have rather. I mean, I didn't set up the trip. He did. He inherited money, took me to Alaska. But we boarded the boat in San Francisco. But if I knew that 2.5 days would be wasted on the ship, I would have said let's fly up to Canada or somewhere, Seattle or something, and board the boat. But we didn't know, so. You'd probably get a lot of time at each of these places. If you're there 2 weeks and you're going to 5 different places, you'll probably be able to eat.
Well, the places we're going again are Athens, Istanbul, Ephesus, Mykonos, Rhodes, Santorini. I think that's. There's another thing here, and I think it's spelled wrong. And Crete. So it's all pretty much in Greece, most of them.
That sounds nice. Mykonos is a big tourist area.
Yeah,
so
I know.
You should have a good time.
No, I wouldn't have a good time there. There's a bunch of young people.
Well, just tell them who you are when you get there.
Yeah, sure. Ephesus.
I'm Alex Bennett. Remember me?
Ephesus is one of the oldest towns in the world, I think.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, they keep digging it up.
Right in. The people there are 100 and something years old. You guys will be youngsters.
Yeah, I come on this show every night to be insulted by him. Isn't it wonderful?
I just said you'd be youngsters there.
But anyway, so it'll be interesting. I mean, our other choices, unfortunately, were like Amsterdam, Brussels, Bordeaux. I've been there. I wanted to go someplace I had never been before.
Has Marjorie been to those places? Those are nice places.
She's been to Athens, as have I. But then none of those other places, no.
Well, Amsterdam's kind of nice. You can have all the weed you want. Go into restaurants and sell 15 different types of weed.
Yeah.
It's not a good reason to go there. I mean,
it's not the reason to go there, no.
No.
I've been to Amsterdam. I've been to Amsterdam before.
I'll bet.
And I found it pretty boring.
Did you?
Yeah.
Well, probably that's why they have so much weed, so you just have a good trip every day.
I went there with Al Goldstein for a international orgy.
Jesus.
And nobody showed up.
Except for the butler.
It's one of those questions. What if he held an orgy and nobody came?
Yeah.
No, it was some group, so I decided to just go. He wanted to go, so I went with him. And that town, to begin with, those canals smell something vicious. And it's not. I don't think it's a great town.
I wonder how they keep the canals so clean in Venice.
They don't, from what I hear.
Oh, okay. I've never been there, but I've been told that, I've asked people that have, and they say the water's, I mean, they wouldn't want to drink it, but it's not smelly. It doesn't smell like a sewer, so.
Well, I wouldn't mind going to Venice. I've never been to Venice. But
I wouldn't mind going either.
Yeah.
Although I've been in Las Vegas in the Paris Hotel. There's a hotel.
Oh yeah, that's like going to Paris. Yeah.
I know, but there's inside the hotel you can travel in a little man-made canoe and a little man-made.
That's not that's not the Paris Hotel.
Yeah, is it the Paris?
No, it's not the Paris Hotel.
What is it then?
It's the Venetian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Why would you have Venice canals in
I don't know.
in a Paris themed hotel.
I don't know.
You know. Anyway, so we're that's what we're planning on doing. So
Yeah, I've
anybody?
always wanted to go over there.
Yeah, yeah. I haven't been to Europe in a long time, and we're doing this very. We're spending a lot of money because we don't want to have to rough it. Okay, if we were in our 30s, we'd be more than happy to go over there and rough it. You know.
Motel 6 in Athens.
Huh?
Motel 6 in Athens.
Yeah, exactly.
No, you just do hostels. I know a buddy of mine used to go over there. He was Dutch, and he was from, I think he was from Netherlands. And he'd go over there and say, well, I'm bringing my backpack, and he'd just start cruising around. He'd take the trains and stop at a hostel and spend the night there and go to another one. It didn't cost him anything. He went all over the place over there.
Yeah, yeah.
I remember how well Trump knew about the Netherlands. He called it, they were doing it in his first presidency, he called it the Nether region because he thought that was Netherland. You know,
I didn't hear him call it that ever.
Yeah, I did. So
When?
I'm sure there's things I've heard that you haven't heard.
Yeah, but
You expect him to have a good grasp on the English language?
look at my glass.
It's see-through.
Yeah, but it's yellow.
Well,
it's
you've
orange.
been drinking out of the wrong one.
It gets orange when you put it near your face, I think. Oh, there it is. It was orange there.
Yeah, there's orange there.
There we
Yep,
go.
there it
There we
turns.
go.
Oh, there it is.
There we go.
There you
Okay.
go.
Magic.
I never want to drink anything green on this show because it disappears.
So does orange,
If you-
apparently.
Yeah.
You gotta get rid of the green screen and get a blue screen. Then it's only blue things you gotta worry
Well,
about.
then I couldn't wear this. I mean, this is not bad though. This doesn't have a problem with the green screen. So, whatever.
Except for without the green screen.
So anybody got anything interesting to talk about? There are only like 4 people tonight, folks. I think we're just going to stop the whole ramble and I'll find something else to do.
Why don't you just do a Friday night thing?
No, I've been thinking about just doing Lori and doing Bubbles and making it one pre-recorded show a week. If nobody's going to call this show, at least on a Friday night, then there's no reason for me to even do it.
Past couple months, Tuesdays have been the pits, but last night was pretty
Tuesdays? I don't do a show on
good. I mean
Tuesdays.
Thursdays. Sorry. I learned from Donald Trump my days of the week. Anyhow, but I don't know. Thursdays have just lately not been a good day for people.
Although last night we had more people than we have tonight.
That's what I just said 3 times.
What?
I just said that last night you had quite a few people.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, football started tonight, but it's all preseason, so I don't think people's going out of their way to watch it.
No.
Well, it could just be nobody really gives a crap about this show. Yeah. So anyway,
We do.
Huh? I know you
We
do.
do.
That's why I keep doing it. So anyway.
Jeff is learning a lot about Zoom and how to keep his computer running right.
That's right.
I get insulted. I get to insult you. I mean, what else? What else do I want to do with my Thursday?
Yeah, I wonder how many people are watching tonight. That would be interesting.
I don't know. You should be able to tell that, right? The stats.
Let me see here. Oh yeah, I can look right here now. And oh wait a minute. Hold on a second. Wait a minute. I forgot to do this. Okay. There we go. And I go here. Have a bum. And we can take a look and see how many people are watching right now. Where is it? Huh. Oh, 27 people are watching.
Here you go.
That's about it.
No, well, usually we have 40.
Oh.
So,
Wow.
you know, screw
We
all
have
you
to start-
people. What?
We're going to start advertising.
Yeah, we'll start advertising. Yeah, yeah. You know, they advertising rates are set based on cost per thousand. And in my case, this is good for about 1/10 of a cent per show. So, anyway.
I
So
wonder
one
how much
thing I-
some drug companies pay for all those back-to-back commercials, for Christ's sake.
The back-to-back commercials? Yeah.
All the drug companies, you know, those damn dancing songs and
Oh,
everything
all
else.
the news things are nothing but drugs. You
And
know?
it's, yeah, that's about 80% of the commercials nowadays, for crying out loud.
Well, they got to sell it. They got to get you to go into your doctor and say,
annoying as all hell.
yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't. Quite frankly, I don't use any of those drugs. But
I mean, what do they want you to do? Go to your doctor and say, "Oh, I want whatever."
Yeah,
well, that's
Tremfya or
exactly
something.
that's exactly what they want you to do,
That's
and
exactly what they
your
want.
doctor
That's why they
hates
advertise.
your doctor hates when that happens.
Yeah,
Right.
But the only thing he can do, he wants to keep his people happy. And how does he keep them happy? Exactly what we're talking about. Okay, you want a prescription for Wegovia? Okay, we'll give you a prescription for Wegovia.
Yeah, go get it filled for $15.
Well, in a lot of cases, you're going to want a drug that advertises, and there is a generic, and your insurance company will only allow the generic.
Right.
Right.
You know,
The trouble is those drugs that you just picked one, but they're GLP-1 drugs. There's no generic for any of them yet. I think it's 15 or 17 years after they get that drug patented that you can't come up with a generic.
Well, my question here is, so people can't get your drug and they're going to die if they don't get it?
I don't know, maybe, but I doubt it.
Well, I mean, if there's not a generic version and it's a drug, only one drug that does something, you know, does a
then
particular...
I would imagine healthcare or Medicare would cover it.
Not really. Sometimes they say no to those non-generic
Yeah,
drugs.
well, and those CEOs end up dead on the streets in New York.
Yeah. And I hate to say with good reason, but, you know, I don't want to say that, so I won't.
I know we had to fight for a lot of the drugs for my mom when she was on Medicare. There was some that, you know, for amyloidosis that she had to have, but they wanted, you know, $1,200 a dose. And we had to fight left and right with insurance companies just to get something at least down to where it was a reasonable cost.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I'll tell you what's interesting. I'm looking over at the chat, and there's virtually nobody on the chat either.
Yeah. John Redsaw and JB,
Yeah.
SJ. 3 of them.
JB, Jason from Portland, Oregon, cares about every show.
That's because he's a good Portlandian.
Yeah, and a classroom full of people, what is that? And then John Redshaw wrote, did we chat tonight? Huh? I don't understand any of it. Why am I?
They need to call in then, damn
I'm
it.
only reading the chat because there's nobody in the chat room tonight.
There you go, John J. SJ. Call in.
John J. Yeah, John
That'll
Redshaw.
give us 7.
John Redshaw's always there, and he never calls the show.
Bring it.
Never, ever. And
It's just a matter of touching the link and
Jason from Portland, Oregon, never heard of him. Well, wait a minute. Here we go. John Redshaw just wrote, I've been watching since 2020.
there you go.
Really? That's only 5 years. Richard Braun just wrote me, hi, Alex, love you all. He is a caller upon occasion.
Scared of what, John? Ain't nothing scared about over here.
Yeah. Scared? Oh, okay.
It's just a link. Touch a link and you're there.
No, he just said he's scared
Yeah,
of calling.
no big deal. Call.
I wonder why someone would feel afraid to call.
Because you used to be a big shot, Alex.
Could be. I used to be a big shot. I'll tell you
Well
something.
said.
I went to this lawyer today.
I used to sit back and watch, and I would never call. And I go, and the longer you watch, I would think that, by now you would have called. But,
Well, here's one Marjorie.
I used to listen to you every damn morning for hours.
Here was something Marjorie and I couldn't figure out today. Okay, ready for this one? We go to this lawyer. Okay. He knows Marjorie because she knew some of the lawyers in that firm and used to do, stuff with them occasionally, but they grew up together in school, in college. And so we're just talking and whatever, and he says, "And you were a broadcaster?" And I said, Yeah. He said, "Oh, I used to listen to you all the time on WMCA in New York."
Mm-hmm.
Now we're going home and we're thinking about this for a second. How does he know I'm Alex Bennett? All he knows me by, because he's doing legal work for me, is Bennett Schwarzman. And I haven't told him any of this, and Marjorie hasn't told him any of this. And we figure that what he did is he did his homework before we came in. He found out that my real name was, my stage name is Alex Bennett, and then he remembered me.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the only way he could have done
This guy's
it.
got a lot of money, I hear, and I'm going to charge him more.
Well, it's $500 an hour,
What's it costing for your trust? Just curiosity.
I have no idea. I'm figuring it's going to be a couple of thousand, It's just,
That's probably about average.
yeah, all he has to do really is go into his computer, pick out the forms that he needs, fill in our names, and that's it. It's
Yep.
done easy peasy.
I did mine in 2004, and it was $1,500 or something like that. So
Yeah. Oh, well, you just figure.
The lawyer came to my house. So
Marjorie wanted to get it done, because the current one that we have, she did online. And he looked at it and said it was perfectly good. It's just that because we have more money and we have, a larger amount of money, that we have to, change a whole bunch of things. And we also wanted to give money to certain people. And we wanted to, this whole thing about St. Jude's. And, any money we don't give to anybody is going to St. Jude's.
Which is great, because St. Jude's is just, every time I see a damn commercial, I want to hand them my checkbook.
Well, you know why?
But there's nothing in it, so they.
Well, you know why? I'll tell you why I like those ads, is because they don't take advantage of the children. They don't exploit the children. They
Right.
exploit the parents. And that's okay by me, because the parents can take it.
I
you know?
hate that where they take the little kid. No, this is little Angela. She's 7 years old, and if she doesn't get food, she's gonna die. And they're probably in the back lot of Universal Studios, and it looked mud pits and little kids sitting on the mud out of little bowls and stuff. And it's the Christian children's thing, and you got to figure the children that need it probably see 50% if you're lucky.
Well, the thing I always have checked with places that I've given money to, or even done fundraising for, was to find out how much of the money they make goes to administration.
Yep.
And in St. Jude's, I think it's only something like 9% or something.
They're one of the top ones, yeah.
Yeah.
They don't have. I don't know how they do it, but I guess they just get a lot of money.
I'm sure they don't include in that, administrative costs. I don't think they include the
I
cost of the
believe that is what the.
No, but I don't think they include the cost of the doctors.
Well,
is
no,
a-
because
this-
that's what's being paid out of the funds. Yeah.
Yeah, these are administrative costs.
This is what they, send the money in a,
But I
10
liked
cents
all-
off the dollar. goes
I
there.
liked also, and I've checked to make sure their claims are real. That they're not phony.
There's a lot of them out there that are phony.
And their claim is that they, where was I going with this? That they spend their money on basically on the work, and
Right.
not on and paying administrators and so on and so forth.
Right.
And that to me is fine, And I
That's
checked
why I
this.
won't bring my stuff to Goodwill, because Goodwill has, they're a huge company,
Yeah.
and their CEO makes over what, $4 or $5 million a year or some crap like that. It's like, what?
I came up with a great slogan for Goodwill, and then they wouldn't have to hire anybody. They make all kinds of money with this slogan. Why not drop your load in our box?
Right? Everybody'd go there.
But the other one, I'll tell you, I was asking Buddy Love's wife is a doctor, and I asked her about, St. Jude's, and she said, terrific. They have a sterling reputation, all right? She said, but the other that you could do is give to Shriners in California.
Yeah.
Supposedly Shriners in California is pretty well on the up and up, too. The difference between...
They used to be there on 19th Avenue there.
Yes,
right
I
there.
remember.
Yeah. Now it's a big, I think it's an old folks home now.
Yeah. But in any event, she said the reason why with Shriners is that with St. Jude's, it's a children's cancer hospital.
Right.
Shriners is for all other diseases.
Yeah, the
Okay. And
the
that
arms missing and stuff like that. Yeah.
yeah, but I mean also,
Right.
there are all kinds of diseases you can get.
Right.
Opportunistic diseases. And so she said, if you wanted to give money to St. Jude's, you might give some to Shriners as well. She said they're very good. But there are some that are just terrible,
Yep.
And I don't want to give my money to anybody. It's a waste. I mean, I found years ago, I used to do the telethon, the cerebral palsy telethon.
Jerry Lewis.
No, Jerry Lewis was.
Oh, they were the MS.
Yeah.
Or muscular dystrophy.
But and I found muscular dystrophy. Jerry Lewis's also had a very low rate of percentage going to administration. It was always considered very good as well. But the reason I went to do cerebral palsy, and finally one day I had done a couple of their telethons over the years, and I found that the administration was about 45%. And I'm going, well, if that much money is going there, why am I wasting my time trying to raise money for them?
Right.
And I stopped doing it. Well, actually, I stopped doing it the year, and this is so sickening, that they gave us a little lecture before the telethon because we had to be on the phones, and then we had to get up and do a pitch as well. And this person said, now what you want to do is you want to go out there and say nice things, raise money, but here are a few do's and don'ts. Don't call them handicapped. He said, call them handy-capable.
Yeah.
And when I heard that, I wanted to vomit. I said it'd be worse to call them less worse to call them handicapped, and not be trying to, just overly mushy conciliatory towards them. But no, don't do that. So anyway, here's what happened.
It's woke.
Here's what happened. So I get up to do my thing. And there's a guy, what was the guy's name? I'm trying to remember his name now. He was part of there was this group, Oh God, I'm trying to remember his name. But anyway, he always showed up wearing a clown mask. Clown. Do you know what I'm talking about?
John Wayne Gacy.
No,
Was it out here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Was it on Channel 2?
Yeah.
Like KTVU?
Yeah. No. This guy was a hippie. Oh, the
Right.
hog farm. The hog farm.
Wasn't Wavy Gravy, was it?
Wavy Gravy.
It was, okay.
Like, how come I must be in bad shape when I can't remember the name Wavy Gravy.
Right.
Right?
Yeah. He's always had the red nose on.
Yeah. So Wavy Gravy is there. And I get up and I start reading. They told me, we're trying to change the way that telethons look, So
That's
just
one way.
just read the teleprompter, and the teleprompter read, we're changing the face of telethons, and then I pointed to Wavy Gravy with his clown outfit on.
And he was over there.
It was just terrible. It was the last time I ever did anything for cerebral palsy.
He's still around, too.
Now, what just happened?
I don't know. You just disappeared.
Yeah,
I can see.
you
We
like
can't
that?
see your head.
I like the picture. Now we can see the couch.
No, but
It's like the headless horseman.
that just
Yeah,
happened.
the horseman.
That just happened tonight. It was
That's
happening
bizarre.
a lot. Yeah. If
It's
I
a good
go,
thing you're getting a new camera.
well, no, I don't know that that's what the
Got
problem
something to do with your
is.
background.
No, it is my background. My background is fine, but let me go
Move way
here.
to the left and see what happens.
Well, no, I
It's interesting that your
I can do this.
headphone wires.
Oh, there you are.
Back.
See, but then I do that, and I'm fine. No, there it went away.
I like that the headphone wires are there, but your head's not there. That was cute.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I give up.
So how long did Wavy Gravy keep doing that?
Huh?
How long did Wavy keep doing that?
How long did Wavy Gravy keep doing that?
That telethon. Just
I
that
don't
one
know
year?
how long he kept doing them, but whatever.
I met him in Santa Cruz once at a concert, with BB King concert. I saw him backstage.
Really?
Interesting fella. Yeah, he's still around too.
Is he? I thought he died.
I don't think so.
I had heard that he died.
Maybe he did.
But I might be wrong. I might be right. But
Go look.
Look at
I'll
that.
look it up. We'll be right back.
Look at that. Look at the temperature here. There we go. There we go.
Oh, that looks better.
Yeah, now I do that, but then I try to go to the green screen, and what do we get? Oh, well, finally I'm not going out there. Okay. I know, I
That
was
was different.
fiddling around with stuff today, and
He's 89 years old and still around.
wait, really?
Yeah,
How old?
89.
What?
I never thought that guy'd make it to 70. Well, I didn't think I'd make it
Well,
to
the
70. and
hog
still
farm
might not.
was a commune that
Yeah.
I can't remember what they did exactly, but I do know what they did when I went to a thing up in Vermont called the Alternate Media Festival. Okay, Alternative Media Festival, and we went up there, and it was a couple of days, and the hog farm served food for breakfast, right?
Yeah.
Now I'm also not in sync any longer here. Am I still in sync? See, I'm not in sync.
Yeah, you're good.
No, I'm not
You're
in sync.
on our end.
No, I'm not in sync.
Say go 1, 2, 3. Do
Yeah,
that.
but then I go, now we're okay.
Yeah, you're fine.
And then I go up here. I try to change the camera. All right. And now I'm going to go here. No, it's
Your camera's paying you back for saying you're getting a new camera. It's pissed.
no, it doesn't have to do with that. Oh, there he is. There's Wavy Gravy.
Oh, God, I remember that.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
was here in the
But anyway, they would-
Northern California, right?
Anyway, boy, this is terrible. This is terrible. This is
What you're seeing is not what we're seeing. We're seeing you.
Yeah,
just normal.
you look fine.
Well, are my lips moving with my talking?
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yep.
They are,
And
but it's
they're in
not.
You
sync.
are in sync.
Oh yeah, it's fine here, but it's not fine. It's not fine in the
Well,
Zoom.
over the air, you look
Up
good,
here.
and it's working.
Yeah, I just don't understand why I'm having a problem here. See if I change this. Here, I'm trying to change this on the air here so that it's okay. There we go.
His
And
real last name is Romney.
you
real
Romney, yeah,
Hugh Romney.
you Romney. Yeah, but anyway, they serve breakfast every morning, and they had Kool-Aid for breakfast, and they had two kinds of Kool-Aid:
Yes.
regular and electric.
Yes.
And electric was LSD.
Yep.
So,
He hung out with the dead quite a bit.
huh?
He hung out with the dead and
Yes.
Quicksilver and all those guys.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
See, now it's
Wow.
not, to all you people out there, it's not working right. Yeah, boy. Well, anyway, if I do this, I'm
Yeah. Well,
more
if I go
I'm
over
more in
here
sync.
and look at
I
you on
would rather
YouTube.
see you less in sync than see somebody coming on the show masturbating or something. So, you know.
What? Where did that come from?
Oh well, you're having all these problems. It's normally the problem is you're bringing somebody on and then hey, that's Jeff, and then all of a sudden
you're talking about that guy with the
oh
okay.
yeah, God, I wish somebody would shoot him.
Yeah.
That is so gross.
Well, we don't know.
How come they don't put Barbara Eden in there instead at age 30 or something like that?
What? I don't get that.
Instead of the guy doing his thing, that
Yeah, well, I would
I'd
much
rather see a picture of Barbara Eden when she was 30.
Okay.
Yeah.
Choices.
Yeah, choices. Yeah.
Yeah. There is one. What?
No, never mind. I was going to say you'd rather watch this guy masturbate than see Barbara Eden.
Yeah, there's one other way I think I can
Still
make this work better, and that is by turning off my video. See,
Yeah.
and then
That worked good.
and then turning it back on, and I believe that now it's pretty well. Let me see here. Nah, still.
You have a Logitech camera?
What? Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, that's what I got. Sometimes when I get blurry, I turn the video off and turn it back on, and I'm crystal clear. And you'd told me a long time ago to turn off the autofocus, and I did, and it still.
I don't know what works and doesn't work, but all this time I've been wasting fixing stuff. It's almost time to sign off.
All right.
So, but I'm so hi everybody. It does this, and I can't figure out why. I've never been able to solve the problem. So, yeah, well, anyway. Let me see here. Give me another couple. We have about 15 seconds. Anybody have anything they want to say? Did you just?
Alan's out of focus.
Yeah, Alan was out of focus. Yeah. Anyway, let me start this. There we go. Thanks, folks. I really appreciate you guys being here. It's a slow little show, folks. We would like it to be faster, but it was a slow show.
Try again tomorrow.
Well, I don't want to try again tomorrow. It's Saturday.
No, it's Friday.
No.
Don't tell me that
tomorrow.
because I've been getting screwed up.
Oh, wait a minute. I am screwed up. This is Thursday.
Yeah.
There it
Oh,
goes.
that's the reason why it's so bad.
Tried to tell you that earlier.
Wait a minute. Then why did I did bubbles tonight, and I should have done
Yeah.
them on Friday. Oh, well,
That-
I'll do it.
I was kind of
Bubbles.
confused when I saw bubbles on.
Yeah, me too.
I just figured you were filling in because somebody didn't show up or
God,
something.
am I out of it that much that I thought this was Friday already?
I don't
too
feel like a
busy
Lone Ranger. I've been
Working
screwing
on
up
your
days lately.
finances.
Well, tomorrow night we'll have our the second part of the thing we did with Bob Morton, Robert Morton, who was the Letterman's producer for years.
The other part, yeah.
Yeah, executive producer. The other part of it, yeah. Anyway, thank you so much to Jeff. We appreciate it. We appreciate you, Kevin, being here. And we especially think the world of Alan for being here. Thank you so much. Everybody give a big wave goodbye. I'll give a big wave goodbye as well. And don't forget that right next is the intersection with Amy Manuel, and she'll be here and taking your calls, and she'll be taking them on Zoom. In order to get to her, go to gabnet.net, third row over, down at the bottom. There's Amy Manuel. Click on that, and then you can talk to her. I'll see you tomorrow night, same time, same station in life. I thought it was Friday. See you tomorrow. Bye, everybody. Same time, same station in life. And if you see her, yeah, tell her I love her. Okay, bye.